listening, you know, to tell me more about her daughter, you know, tell me how she was, if she's able to share that, you know, because it's not easy. But you know, would this have been avoided if those requests about this situation right here, or those requests when I was a child going through whatever it was, or all of that? We can't really talk about it, but this definitely can be avoided moving forward, you know. So all my condolences to that family, for real, because, you know, that's another kind of pain. And I pray y'all heal, pray y'all get through it. And I don't even care if y'all fight me, man. I don't care. Be like, hey, man, you still have the same a little bit of blood in him. So, you know, shit, that's cool with me. Whatever makes y'all mama happy, that's cool with me. But like I said, it's not right. It's not right for my mom to not even contact y'all family. It's not right for my mom, who loves women so much, who loves family so much, to not even contact y'all family and, like, express anything or just listen. That's not right, you know? That's not right at all. So I'm just like, what are we doing this for? Are we doing this, like, why? What's the point? Like, why do you have doing line? You know what I mean? Why? If you're not even gonna go to the other family and go talk to them, like, you're supposed to have that poise, you know what I mean? That connection. But then that connection is gone, you know? When it happens to yours, that's when people feel it. But when it happens to others, it's like, yo, forget it. So pray my mom one day, she goes back to the States and talks to this family and gives them the love and kindness that they deserve, you know, because they do deserve that. Because I know if the roles were reversed, you get me? Mom would have gave straight chaos. Or whatever she would have chose. So like I said, one of my dying wishes, right? One of my dying wishes is to go to this innocent family and go give my condolences. 1000%. So, rest in peace to you, Miss Riley, future star. Never met you, don't know you, but like I said, someone's daughter, someone's sister, and I hate the fact that my brother did that to you, so I'm sorry. Let's get his picture out of here. That ain't cool. Ain't really nothing that y'all could say about that, you know what I mean? Ain't really nothing y'all could really say about that. That ain't cool. It's not cool. It's crazy how it happened, but it's not cool, you know? It should be, it's not even stricter sentences, you know what I mean? It's just, there should just be, I'm not a politician or a lawmaker. I have no say in that, but you know, one thing that I finally have to say though, is that I'm finally able to speak about what the hell I went through as a client in the state of Minnesota. Not scared of the people I'm up against, looking up to, whatever it may be. My truth was like, I was thrown away at Access Healing Center like a bag of trash. The black bag, that Glad bag, you know, where you take the trash out in, you feel me? But you know what they did? They put my belongings in there without my presence. Just threw me in like that. You're telling me that is the only little bit of like, it is what it is. The time I was, that day I was, it was mixed emotions, but I didn't get out of character. It was cool. I just got taken home by Ibad's brother Ibrahim, and I just wanted to just let him know, hey, don't you think I didn't willingly discharge? No, I didn't willingly discharge at all. About a week or two beforehand, don't quote me on that, right? But it shows up on the medical records. Even that medical record sheet, I have it with me. But I'm doing a favor. Why would I discharge then? I'm gonna let you know. They said that I needed a higher level of care because when I graduated from the regular program, they have a step-down program. And the step-down program didn't have any rules or regulations. Now, for them not having any rules or regulations, I'm like, hey, me and the clients really don't know exactly what our reach is, you know, what our boundaries are. So we assertively spoke to management and said, hey, we need rules and regulations. We were immediately set up with a meeting a few days later, like a week or two later. And we sat down in the main office. And they printed out 2 sheets of paper, stapled it, and we just walked through this step-down program. At the end of them explaining the program and what the rules are, as you can see, like, think about this happened before I got discharged, right? I didn't use my whole around 5 to 6 months being there, didn't use. Always showed up to class, and my attendance was great. However, the counselor at the time stated that I needed a higher level of care based on, and then right before I got discharged, like a couple of days before, Lou Osmond came to me, and I'll show you her picture. She actually came with my brother, aka Wiilkeeda Futukus, right? Kenya at the moment. She came about an hour away from Mombasa. She came with Lou Osmond, one of the owners, and I'll show you her picture, came with him, right? And he was working at the Morgan house in North Minneapolis. And when they came over to the house, in the Northeast house, they were trying to, Lou Osmond bribed me with a spa day, right? Now, the reason for that bribe, it wasn't for anything else, but please don't report us to DHS. That was the only basis of that bribe, right? That's it. I don't know what bringing him had anything to do with it, but the minute he showed up, me and Lou just talked privately outside, right? So when I declined that, and I'm sure if I would have accepted that, then, wouldn't have got taken away. What?
What?
Welcome.
Welcome,
Damn, Barbaridad. quruxdaada la isgarifaya gabadha dhexda yaa waaye wallaahi maalintii hore aba kaa helay maantana waa kaa helay walaashay fiirsada fiirnayso dhexday fadhiistaa may fahamtay haddana madaxeeda gabadh kale isaa haddana wallaahi waxba maqaan dhex bis dhex bis akam Paku salam ya ba ya Paku salam Oreo salam ya so I got bribed by Lou Osmond right here. So it's pretty interesting. Did I really care about the bribe? No. Was I not gonna accept it? I really didn't care about it because it's not about you bribing me. It's just the fact that, like, if we're learning about accountability here, right? And we're learning about exactly, like, okay, how to actually reintegrate back into society, right? And we're learning about accountability. How come, I got to get bribed in order for you to never talk about? So, I'm talking about what happened prior to my discharge, right? Abaydeedu kale like waa magaceeda waa Lou abaydeeda runta maahan but abayanimo aan dareemo markaa companyga jooga ma fahamtay just like Hebad and just like walaalnimo like what's up but marka intaas sheer aan dhintay no marka intaas sheer aba la iga like my rights liga xumeeye goortaas guriga imaatay waxay dhahday Maxamedow martaas spa day. All right, English. Okay, so when I wanted a spot, so here's what happened. After the step down program, and we voiced our concerns with the management, as you can see sitting down right here. We got a step down meeting. After we had our step down meeting, right, with the rules and regulations, right. Now, excuse me. A few days after that, Lou Osmond came over to the Central House, not the Morgan House, the Central House. And when she came to the Central House, she arrived with my other brother, which was Alii, someone's art I was listed, Wiilkeeda. Now, when he arrived and I got bribed. It's not even about the bribe. I was looking at what was the meaning of this bribe, right? The meaning of the bribe was they knew that my rights kept being violated, right? And I'm just like, that's my boundaries, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, my boundaries are my rights. I'm learning about who I am, what my power is, 144, if you get what I mean. And it's like I'm beginning to see how the state workers and the federal workers are a little bit different, you know? And how that's easily exploitable to exploit clients if one may choose to, right? And how they can easily get away with that, right? So I was wising up about that. And then that's where the bribe came for a spa day, like a full spa day. And when I declined that, shortly after, I got, a few days later, I got called over to the office and to my counselor's office. And Ibrahim Sharif was there, her brother that works at Access Healing Center. And they gave me this paper talking about I needed a higher level of care, and they recommended me to like Park Avenue and different treatment centers. And I was confused. I was like, hey, I'm sober, right? Okay. Have I been difficult? Is there like documentation of me being difficult? Or did everything I say align with my boundaries? Didn't get no answer. Got driven over to the Central House. Both of my, all my stuff were put in black garbage bags. Wasn't even there to just make sure that all my belongings were in bags, and if any personal documents were missing or not, you know what I mean? And I didn't have nowhere to put them, so I just let them know, hey, you guys have a 30-day policy to hold people's items. And Ibrahim just put it in his car and just took it back to the office and put it in the room and locked the door. That was it. So that's how I parted ways with Access Healing Center. I was in a great deal of mental and physical, just disappointment, right? It's like, okay, I'm beginning to learn a little bit more about integrity, but the people that are teaching me, right, aren't showing that same level of integrity that they're expecting from us. Or even just accountability. I'm talking about we literally treated them as brothers, sisters. That's how we treated them, right? But as a sister, right, we treat you just the same, the type of level of respect, right? And for you to not even we couldn't even, you didn't even have the decency, not even to apologize, but what was this point of this whole friendship or whatever this was? What was the point of all of this? If you just kept violating my rights as a client. And once I found out about my rights as a client, it's you can't look over it no more, because hey, that's that's me right there. At the end of the day, you don't have to like me, you don't have to love me, but you ain't gonna say that you like me, but violate my client rights. And that goes for everybody. If I were the one to run a treatment center, I wouldn't want to run a treatment center. I would want someone else to run a treatment center. I would not want to run a treatment center. I'm being 100%. Because I know that the passion that I have for the dream, maybe the employees that I'm paying, you know what I mean, might not have that same passion that I have. And I don't want to be held accountable for their mistakes. That's what I'm thinking about. Because I had to experience it firsthand, you know. So, there's things in the future. I can do anything I set my mind to. But being a treatment center owner is something that I would never want to do. Now, don't get me wrong. There's other ways where you can have ownership in companies. And that's something that's, that's never going to be off the table. But like I said, it was unfortunate for someone that, you used to have high respect for, to, not only treat you like that, but leave you with 2 black trash bags and tell you to have a nice day. So, hey, I'm back. I'm still here. There's a reason why I called out myself, I'm still here, because I'm still here.